Hiring a virtual assistant can be a game changer for your business. It can save you time, boost productivity, and let you focus on what you do best. But how much does it cost to hire a virtual assistant? This guide will walk you through the factors that affect the cost, different pricing models, hidden costs, and tips to get the best value for your money. Key takeaways. 1. Experience, location, scope of work, and engagement duration all affect the cost of hiring a virtual assistant. 2. Freelance virtual assistants often cost less than those from agencies, but each option has its pros and cons. 3. There are various pricing models for virtual assistants, including hourly rates, monthly retainers, and project-based pricing. 4. Hidden costs like training, software, and communication expenses can add up, so plan for them. 5. Defining clear objectives and using trial periods can help you reduce costs and get the most value from your virtual assistant. So, factors. Influencing the cost to hire a virtual assistant. When it comes to hiring a virtual assistant, several factors can affect the overall cost. Understanding these elements can help us make informed decisions and get the best value for our money. 1. Experience and skill level. The experience and skill level of a virtual assistant play a significant role in determining their rates. More experienced virtual assistants with specialized skills will generally charge higher fees. On the other hand, those who are just starting out or have more general skills may offer lower rates. 2. Geographical location. Where a virtual assistant is located can also impact their cost. For instance, hiring a virtual assistant from the Philippines can be more cost-effective compared to hiring one from the United States. This is because the cost of living and average wages vary greatly between countries. 3. Scope of work. The type of tasks and the complexity of the work assigned to the virtual assistant will influence the cost. Simple administrative tasks may cost less, while more complex tasks like digital marketing or web development will likely be more expensive. 4. Duration and frequency of engagement. The length of time and how often we need the services of a virtual assistant can also affect the cost. Long-term engagements or full-time commitments might come with discounted rates, while short-term or one-off projects could be priced higher. By understanding these factors, we can better navigate the process of hiring a virtual assistant and ensure we are getting the best value for our investment. So, comparing costs, freelance virtual assistants versus virtual assistant agencies. 1. Freelance virtual assistants. When hiring a freelance virtual assistant, the costs can vary widely. Freelancers often set their own rates, which can be influenced by their experience, skill level, and the complexity of the tasks. Freelancers may offer more flexibility in terms of pricing and availability, but this can also mean less consistency in the quality of work. 2. Virtual assistant agencies. Virtual assistant agencies typically have a more structured pricing model. They often charge higher rates compared to freelancers, but they provide a team of assistants with a range of skills. This can be beneficial if you need support in multiple areas. Agencies also handle the hiring and training process, which can save you time. So, the pros and cons of each option. 2, freelance virtual assistants. 3, virtual assistant agencies. So, the cost implications. The choice between a freelance virtual assistant and an agency can significantly impact your budget. Freelancers might be more cost-effective for short-term or less complex tasks. However, for ongoing or multifaceted projects, an agency might provide better value despite the higher cost. It's important to weigh the benefits and drawbacks of each option to make an informed decision. When deciding between a freelancer and an agency, consider the scope of work and your budget. This will help you determine which option offers the best balance of cost and quality. So, understanding different pricing models for virtual assistants. When hiring a virtual assistant, it's important to understand the different pricing models available. This helps us make informed decisions and choose the best option for our needs. 1. Hourly rates. Hourly rates are a common pricing model for virtual assistants. We pay for the exact number of hours worked. This model is flexible and allows us to adjust the workload as needed. However, it can be hard to predict the total cost. 2. Monthly retainers. With monthly retainers, we pay a fixed amount each month for a set number of hours or tasks. This model provides consistency and helps with budgeting. It's a good option if we have regular, ongoing tasks. 3. Project-based pricing. Project-based pricing involves paying a flat fee for a specific project. This model is ideal for one-time tasks or projects with a clear scope. It ensures that we know the total cost up front. Number 4, performance-based pricing. Performance-based pricing ties the cost to the results achieved. We pay based on the success of the virtual assistant's work. This model can be motivating for the assistant and cost-effective for us, but it requires clear metrics for success. Understanding these pricing models helps us choose the best option for our needs and budget. Evaluating payment structures is crucial for a successful partnership. So, hidden costs to consider. When hiring a virtual assistant, number 1, training and onboarding. When we bring a new virtual assistant on board, we often overlook the time and resources needed for training and onboarding. Proper training ensures that the assistant understands our business processes and tools. This phase can take days or even weeks, depending on the complexity of the tasks. Number 2, software and tools. We might need to invest in specific software or tools for our virtual assistant to perform their tasks efficiently. This could include project management software, communication tools, or industry-specific applications. These costs can add up quickly, especially if we require premium versions. Number 3, communication expenses. Effective communication is key when working with a virtual assistant. We may incur costs for phone calls, video conferencing, or messaging apps. While some tools are free, others might charge for premium features or international calls. Number 4, time zone differences. Working across different time zones can lead to delays and inefficiencies. We need to consider the potential impact on our workflow and productivity. Scheduling meetings and coordinating tasks can become challenging, which might require additional time and effort to manage. So, maximizing value. Tips for reducing the cost to hire a virtual assistant. Hiring a virtual assistant can be a smart move for your business, but it's important to get the most value for your money. Here are some tips to help you reduce costs while still getting the help you need. 1. Defining clear objectives. Before you hire a virtual assistant, make sure you know exactly what tasks you need help with. Having clear objectives will help you find the right person for the job and avoid paying for unnecessary services. Write down a list of tasks and prioritize them. 2. Utilizing trial periods. Consider starting with a trial period. This allows you to see if the virtual assistant is a good fit for your needs without committing to a long-term contract. A trial period can also help you gauge their skills and work style. Number 3, negotiating rates. Don't be afraid to negotiate rates. You can often propose a long-term contract, providing job security for the VA and potentially leading to a lower hourly rate. Be open and honest about your budget and see if there's room for adjustment. Leveraging technology. Use technology to your advantage. There are many tools available that can help you manage tasks more efficiently. For example, project management software can help you keep track of tasks and deadlines, reducing the time your virtual assistant needs to spend on administrative work. By following these tips, you can get the most out of your virtual assistant while keeping costs down. Remember, the goal is to find a balance between cost and value. So, case studies. Real-world examples of virtual assistant costs. 1 small business case study. In this case study, we look at a small business that hired a virtual assistant to handle customer service and social media management. The business opted for a freelance virtual assistant with moderate experience. The cost was a flat rate of $150 for working 10 hours per week. This setup allowed the business to manage its budget effectively while still getting the necessary support. 2. Startup case study. A startup needed help with administrative tasks and opted for a virtual assistant agency. The agency provided a dedicated assistant for $500 per month, working 20 hours per week. This higher cost was justified by the assistant's specialized skills and the agency's reliability. Number 3. Enterprise case study. An enterprise-level company required a virtual assistant for project management and data analysis. They chose a highly experienced freelance virtual assistant, paying $50 per hour for 40 hours per month. This investment ensured high-quality work and efficiency. Number 4. Freelancer case study. A freelancer needed help with scheduling and email management. They hired a virtual assistant on an hourly basis, paying $20 per hour for 5 hours per week. This flexible arrangement allowed the freelancer to scale the hours up or down based on workload. In each of these case studies, the cost to hire a virtual assistant varied based on the specific needs and the chosen arrangement. It's crucial to assess your requirements and budget to find the best fit. So, budgeting for a virtual assistant, how to plan and allocate funds. Hiring a virtual assistant can be a game changer for your business, but it's important to plan your budget carefully. Here's how we can do it. Number 1, assessing your needs. First, we need to figure out what tasks we want the virtual assistant to handle. This will help us understand the scope of work and the skills required. Are we looking for someone to manage emails, handle customer service, or perform specialized tasks like graphic design? Knowing this will help us set a realistic budget. 2. Setting a budget. Once we know our needs, we can set a budget. It's crucial to be realistic about what we can afford. We should consider both the hourly rate and the total number of hours we expect to need each week. Here's a simple table to help us plan. Task number 1, email management. Estimated hours, week, 10 hourly rate, $15 total weekly cost, $150. Task number 2, customer service. Estimated hours are week, 15 hourly rate, $20 total weekly cost, $300. Task number 3, graphic design. Estimated hours, week, 5 hourly rate, $25 total weekly cost, $125. Number 3, tracking expenses. Keeping track of our expenses is key to staying within budget. We can use tools like spreadsheets or budgeting apps to monitor our spending. This will help us see where our money is going and make adjustments if needed. 4. Adjusting for growth. As our business grows, our needs may change. We should be prepared to adjust our budget accordingly. This might mean increasing the number of hours our virtual assistant works or hiring additional help. Being flexible will help us manage costs effectively. Planning and budgeting for a virtual assistant is an ongoing process. By regularly reviewing our needs and expenses, we can ensure we're getting the best value for our money. Planning a budget for a virtual assistant can seem tricky, but it's easier than you think. Start by figuring out what tasks you need help with and how much time they will take. Then, set aside funds based on the going rates for those tasks. For more tips and to find the perfect virtual assistant, visit our website. So, in conclusion, in summary, hiring a virtual assistant can be a smart move for your business. It can save you time and money while helping you get more done. The cost can vary based on what tasks you need help with and where your assistant is located. By understanding these factors, you can make a better choice that fits your budget and needs. So, take your time, do your research, and find the right virtual assistant for you. This way, you can focus on what you do best and let your assistant handle the rest. Frequently asked questions. Number 1. What is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is someone who helps with tasks from a remote location. They can do many things like managing emails, scheduling appointments, and handling social media. 2. How much does it cost to hire a virtual assistant? The cost can vary. It depends on their experience, where they live, and what tasks you need them to do. It can range from a few dollars an hour to more than $50 per hour. 3. What tasks can a virtual assistant do? Virtual assistants can handle a wide range of tasks. They can help with things like data entry, customer service, content creation, and even marketing. 4. Is it better to hire a freelance virtual assistant or use an agency? Both have their pros and cons. Freelancers might be cheaper, but agencies often provide more reliable service and have a team of assistants ready to help. Number 5. What are the hidden costs of hiring a virtual assistant? Hidden costs can include training, buying software or tools, and communication expenses. Time zone differences can also be a factor if your assistant is in another country. Number 6. How can I save money when hiring a virtual assistant? To save money, be clear about what you need, use trial periods to find the right fit, negotiate rates, and use technology to make communication easier. In the description below, you will find a link to our favorite job board, Online Jobs. Hope this has been helpful. See you in the next video.